Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler Hoke, your instructor for the course. I'm just going to show you guys how to navigate Moodle and how to navigate the content that is in this course, okay? So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my course. This is how it should look for you guys. It's just going to have the guys in the hazmat suits putting on a kit, okay? And let me go to my student view and I'll show you guys what it looks like, okay? So first things first, let me go up to the top. First things first, you're always going to start on this Start Here page, okay? Now, right here, this is where I'm going to post announcements. So this should be where you guys go to check out where things are, check out if I've changed anything, if there's any updates and stuff like that, okay? Syllabus, it'll be there. I'll go over that here shortly. As far as your census assignment, this is required for you guys, okay? This basically lets me know, hey, I've made it on to Moodle. I've been able to access it and stuff. So what I want you to do is just put your name, best email and phone number to reach you, just because you may not check your Davidson Davy email very much, okay? So if you put that personal email and I can't access, or if I can't get in touch with you or whatever, I can use that personal email, okay? Department, years of service, any prior chemistry or hazmat experience, and the goals for this class, along with fun facts or hobbies, okay? So make sure that you post that. So let's go over the syllabus real quick. So essentially for this course you have different accessibility stuff and whatnot. You also have my contact info there. Easiest thing is going to be able to just shoot me a text, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. It could be a picture of, hey, I'm having trouble with this problem. Can you help me out with it? And then there is my personal email. That's going to be the one that's going to be the one that I check most often and stuff. There's some about me stuff, diversity, equity, and inclusion, just some stuff about from the college. So as far as the course schedule, okay, we're officially starting on Monday, January 13th, okay, and that course census date is January 23rd. So ideally, by then you've logged into the course, you've done that census assignment, and everything's good to go. Units 1 and 2, they're going to have due dates of January 27th, so on and so forth, okay? Now, we will have an optional physical meetup day where I'll show you guys different chemical demos and stuff, okay? So we'll play with liquid nitrogen, we'll play with different acids and bases and flammables and explosives and stuff like that. But that's going to be a date to be determined, and really that's going to come down to me coordinating with the college and me coordinating with you guys. I'm not going to pick a day that, nobody's going to show up to, so you'll probably get a survey soon as to what days work best for you, and whatever day the most people can show up to, that's going to be our day that we do our physical meetup and stuff. Again, that is completely optional though, okay? Just a course description, course prerequisite, it is very highly recommended that you've got at least hazmat ops when you're taking this. Otherwise, it's not going to really make a whole bunch of sense, okay? Course materials, you do need some type of computer, whether that be desktop, laptop, or cellular device, even though a desktop or laptop would probably be the best thing to be able to use. Cell phone is going to be kind of difficult to do this class on. But that being said, no textbook is required for this course. All of the content is going to be online, okay? I go into your grades, your grade scheme. So each quiz is going to count as 2.5% of your grade. Since there's 7 quizzes, that's 17.5% of your final grade. And then each assessment is going to count as 7.5% of your grade. And so each one of those is going to count up to 52.5% of your grade. The remaining portion of your grade is going to be 30%, okay? Ideally, you're turning things in on the due dates. Like I went over previously, you do have due dates up there. If you don't submit the stuff on time, it'll result in 50% being the highest score that you can have on that item, okay, on that quiz or that assessment, okay. That being said, I get that things come up. So if you have, let's say you were planning on doing your homework and your kids got sick or you got deployed somewhere, or whatever it may be, just let me know and I'll be able to kind of work with you on that. Like I said, your final exam is going to be 30% of your grade. You have to make a 70 or higher on your final exam in order to successfully pass the course. That being said, you do get to use some supplements, and I'll go over that here shortly on your final exam, so you're not just going into it blind. You do have some stuff, just some generic success stuff. Course policies, courses online only. Occasionally, you could have different sessions to be able to assist you. Really, that's going to be up to you guys. If you guys need any sessions, just let me know. But most people feel pretty comfortable just chatting with me on the phone. You're expected to spend approximately 8 hours per week reviewing the material. That's the max end of things. You guys are probably going to spend less time than that. But if you spend roughly 8 hours, just let me know. Or especially if you're spending longer than 8 hours, just let me know on that too. Ideally, I'd like to have material graded within 5 days of you guys submitting it. And like I said, with late work, you'll receive an automatic 50% off, with each wrong answer being further deducted from that 50%. Okay. Here's the big thing with this course is that once you complete this course, you will be able to be eligible to take hazmat tech in North Carolina. Okay, so that's a big thing with this class. Once you complete the course, I'll send you basically a certification letter that you would present to OSFM if you wanted to take hazmat tech, and they would let you in. I've been teaching this for a few years now. I've had hundreds of students who have gone on to take their hazmat tech, okay, through that same process. Now, showing you guys what it looks like to be able to access each unit. So if I go to Unit 1, the introduction unit, okay, it's going to give you just kind of a basic rundown of what this unit is about. So this is an intro unit, and you'll just click the link below for the lecture notes. And then with this, you do have a discussion forum where I just want you to let me know, what do you think are some everyday hazard risk assessments that you do? And I have an example in there that you can do, and so you'll be able to take a look at that. But Unit 2 is where we really get into the meat of the matter, okay? So Unit 2, this is the hardcore chemistry. This is where we're actually talking about atoms and electrons and protons and neutrons and so forth, okay? So you'll click on your Unit 2 lecture notes, and you can just save that. And we'll open that up and I'll show you what that looks like. And come on, I'm dealing with Microsoft Word, okay? While we're waiting on that to open, once you go through these lecture notes, you can also use these recap videos. They're just YouTube videos that I've made. These are not anything from Khan Academy or anything like that. These are videos that are specific to this content, the content that we cover in this course, okay? And it talks about how to navigate the periodic table, what is a Bohr model, so on and so forth, okay? So your let's see, your lecture notes are going to look like this, okay? So essentially, it's going to give you some case studies. It's going to give you a rundown of different things, talking about the atom, talking about the periodic table, so on and so forth. Okay, just take your time reading through that stuff. You can always reference back to it if need be. Once you get done with that, you'll be able to take a Unit 2 quiz. Okay, now it is highly advised that you take this quiz before completing your Unit 2 assessment down here, okay, because this is just going to be a few multiple choice questions along with a quick little short answer response type deal, okay, and then you go to your Unit 2 assessment. Now, with your Unit 2 assessment, what you'll do is you will click on this, okay, and it's going to open up a link. Actually, let me open that up in a new tab. That way I don't have to go too far back. Open that up in a new tab, okay? It's going to open this up. What you will do is you will make a copy. That's going to be your own unique copy of this, okay? So if you were going to make this, and it's going to show up like that, what you can do is you could go up here and type in your last name. That way I know whose copy it is, okay? That way I'm not getting, 10 different versions of copy of Unit 2 assessment. I'm getting your copy, your personal copy. And then you'll go in and you'll be able to answer this stuff, okay? Now, I get with this is a little complicated to type out. You're not going to be able to really draw stuff unless you use PowerPoint or whatever to draw stuff. You're not going to be able to draw circles. So you may need to print this off and write it in, okay? That being said, stuff like this, you're able to type. You're able to type your answer and whatnot, okay? And then you get down here and you have a scenario-based thing, okay? This is just 5 to 7 sentences. This is not some huge essay that you need to type out. This is 5 to 7 sentences of what you think you would do. I'm not looking for stuff that is on technician level. I'm not thinking of, okay, did they get this right on a technician level? You guys aren't techs. I'm looking at how are you guys thinking about this stuff, okay? I want to know what you guys are thinking. So really, just make sure that you're doing some critical thinking on this. I'm not going to count it right or wrong if you're off the mark. I just want to make sure that you're thinking okay? So once you get done with that and you've completed it, then you can go here, do add submission, okay? And then you're going to upload your completed document, okay? So really, this is going to be the easiest way to do it, is you would download that copy that you completed and you would just submit it, okay? Browse, find the file, come down here, upload that file, and submit everything, okay? That's how I'm going to be able to access those materials, okay, to be able to grade them. So you also have the supplemental videos down here. So you can see sodium, you can see chlorine and stuff like that. Once the chapter is over, you'll be able to access the answer key, okay? And that's only going to be available right after the chapter is over, okay? One thing I want to show you guys too is that you'll also be able to access your final exam, okay? And all of this is going to open every couple of weeks, okay? So essentially what I mean by that is once Unit 2, once all of that stuff is due, then Unit 3 opens up. Once Unit 3 once the stuff is due for Unit 3, Unit 4 opens up, and so on and so forth. That way you guys aren't rushing through this or anything, okay? So eventually you'll be able to open your final exam. That's going to be 100 questions multiple choice, and you're able to use your supplements here whenever you're taking your final exam. Now, your supplements, again, this is something that you can do on your final exam, or you can use on your final exam, but I encourage you to use it throughout the entirety of the class, okay? So your chemical family flowchart is going to be a nice thing that you can use, because what this kind of organizes all the stuff that we're going to talk about, all the families. So for Chapter 2, Unit 2, we're going to talk about this, just the elements. And then when we get to Unit 3, we're going to talk about salts. Once we get to Unit 4, we're talking about inorganic non-salts. Unit 5, hydrocarbon families. And then Unit 6, hydrocarbon derivative families. Now, Unit 7 and Unit 8 are going to be more about the hazards, and that's why those chapters come at the end. And so those aren't really going to have any supplements associated with them. But you also have a periodic table of elements that you're able to use. Okay, this is going to be a reference. I do not expect you to memorize this. I don't have this memorized, okay? There's no point in memorizing it. It's a reference. It would be as bizarre as trying to memorize a dictionary, okay? So this is a reference source, and in Chapter 2, Unit 2, we'll go over how to use this reference source, okay? Other than that, you also have these additional supplements, Supplement 1A, 1B, 1C, that you'll be able to use throughout the course once I tell you that it's applicable to use those. Other than that, enjoy the class. I hope you guys enjoy it. You guys will get some info from me about that in-person meetup day and stuff. Again, that's optional. But otherwise, if you have any questions about anything, just contact me. I have my phone number on the syllabus, and I also have my email on there, so just reach out to me. I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. Other than that, good luck with everything. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Take care.